Bless up, guys. Yannick Reid here, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today's video is a bit of a rant. I was debating all day if I was going to make a video about this, and then I made up my mind that I am. If you live in Jamaica, you're gonna know what I talk about when I talk about customs. Let me preface this by saying that I'm not somebody who partakes in a lot of politics, nor do I have a political party preference or affiliation. That's just really not for me, take it or leave it, whatever that may be. But you see, there's an arm of the Jamaica government that deal with customs tax. Essentially, when you're bringing things into the country, them tax you. From me as a little youth till now, that organization to me has been wildly corrupt. And when I say corrupt, I just mean say there's no way to really understand how it works. All of the information that would help one to estimate what customs tax would come up to is not standardized. It's just all over the place. And you're basically just down to the whim of what the customs officer thinks that you're gonna get. So I'm not making this video because I was recently burned or anything, but this is an issue that I complain about a lot. And people might think that I'm actually like complaining out of gimmicks. I'm not, no. Let me tell you what I think what customs does to at least the creative industry in Jamaica, right? If you're a Jamaican or a person that lives in Jamaica, you know what bad content looks like. You know what a lame advertisement looks like. You know what bad photography looks like. And you know what a bad video looks like. Not to say that we're known for that, but if you're here, you have seen your fair share of these bad things. For whatever reason may cause it, I'm sure when you see it, you don't like it. To me, I think customs has a role to play in the quality of creative content that comes out of Jamaica. Why? You see here, when creatives work and make content for others, we are usually not paid market rate. Anybody can say whatever they want to, but I'm sure I can say between 8 to 9 times out of 10, creatives here are not paid market rate. And you see, whatever that go on, we'll do the work and we'll do it and we'll try to do it to the best of our ability. When someone now says they want to be able to upgrade their equipment or their tools that allow them to make better products for the market, you're gonna have Billy, who lives in Florida, who can work and get his market rate or earn in US his $500 to $1,000 and get his credit card very easily and go online and have the latest and greatest mailed to his Florida home within 2 days. So now when you have Jonathan in Jamaica who can barely convince the client to pay him $100 per hour when he might work all 8 hours, has to scrape together and him finally get him $500 to order the same camera that the youth in Florida order. But that camera cannot be sent to a Florida address. Well, it can, but when it comes to Jamaica, Jonathan I gotta say a tax of almost 400 US worth, or even more than what the camera itself is valued. So now Jonathan is paying twice what Florida man is paying to get the same quality. This is now how it got back to when I asked you if you know what a bad advertisement look like. How can Jamaica be invested in creative industries and want the citizens who work in the creative industry to create content on a world scale that is competitive when we are, one, not earning market rate dollars, and we have to pay almost double to get what Americans are paying for in first world for very cheap? It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense to me. Maybe me fool or whatever, but it still don't make sense to me. Because you know what ends up happening? Jamaican clients with money, they're very picky and they're very preferential. So when they want to blanket all of Jamaican creators and say, oh, yo, they don't really produce the quality that we see in foreign, they call Florida man, fly in Florida man with all them equipment that him getting off Florida. Florida man pays no custom tax when he's at the airport, and they pay Florida man market rate, and then that work is not given to any local people, and Florida man goes back home with his market rate dollars that he came to Jamaica to earn because him just buying equipment of foreign. I would love to know how you can say you care about the creative industry and force us to have to go over these hurdles. I'm not telling the Jamaica government to pay creatives, because it's not Jamaican government alone underpaying creatives. That's an issue in and of itself. But it's not just creatives locally look bad on when our content here that's locally produced not competing, because people have to consider if they want to buy a Red camera or they want to buy a Ari. We know so what I forgot pay 2 times what the man of foreign a pay feet. So you know what? It just becomes cheaper for flying the foreign man and the white man them for do the same job where there is capable people here that can do it. But just because a man of foreign have a Harry, we're going to fly him in for do it. To me, that's garbage, and I'm not going to stand for that any day in my life. Because I'm not just talking about myself. There's crazy talent in the industry here. And it don't even just apply to visual creatives. It applies to people who do music, who paint, who illustrate, who draw. We don't make none of them equipment here. So we are not taking the dollars out of the Jamaicans who make cameras, because people here don't make cameras and mics. And obviously we know, so everybody when them fly out, them just sneaking things in them luggage and whatever until Liar Airport, yeah. But what choice do we have to be able to earn the little measly money that we're earning and be able to maintain a level of standard that allows clients to stop shitting on people and saying, oh, you know, I really would rather to just call Florida man because he has the Ari. So solutions. As I said, maybe I don't know everything, but I think about this very regularly. What there should be, and if there is, feel free to let me know in the comments. We're down there talking. There should be a grant that creatives and certain people in the creative field can apply for to buy certain equipment, not everything. People not supposed to be using grant for buying a bag or no cell phone or no shoes or none of them thing there. It should be a standardized list of equipment and gear where maybe some organizations like JAFTA and some other music programs that come together to say what are some of the basic and essential tools that are used in creating competitive content worldwide that people may locally need. You see, when you have that grant, then now anybody should be able to apply. Small businesses and large businesses. Small businesses need it more because it's a smaller income coming in. What they should do now when you apply for that grant is that based on how much of the custom tax is waived for you, I think you should contribute some hours to charity. Like maybe there should be some creative charities that are underneath the grant. Like I guess basically that would also help to bolster the creative industry. Like maybe if I say I need some tax waived to bring in a light or something, maybe I offer the community service by maybe going to some schools or going to some children's homes and doing a course in lighting. Or maybe I do work for a government-based charity or industry for a reduced rate or for free. Take some photos or whatever that takes down the reduced tax rate and XYZ. This way now, there is individuals who are benefiting from the waiver, and they're also giving back to the country and the industry in a formal way. So one bolstering going back. I think that way we can build up the industry so that people who are trained are also training the untrained, because we still need people and we need to consider the ability and concept of being able to export our talents. meaning sending some of our talented people abroad to work too. Things like this, it can't be a secret. It can't be in some little corner in some private meeting. It needs to be available to as many creatives as possible, because the creative industry can be a very viable industry for Jamaica. And we can be able to compete on a world stage, and people will don't have to import so much foreign talent to shoot Netflix and Amazon docs and music videos that can't even get viewed out here. That's literally people coming here and making dollars and thing, to take the content and gone back a foreign, and people here don't even get to see the shit. That don't make no sense. So I'm willing to hear some other ideas. I would also even love to talk to even the mayor or the prime minister, because it's not just to them I think about these things. And all other industries have some form of waiver for help boost small businesses and large businesses to make the industry better. I think there's ways that we can assist the creative industry in being able to compete on a world stage and allowing our talents to shine in the way that they should, by being able to access the same level of equipment as somebody in Peru, somebody in America, and somebody in Europe. So yeah, this rant can get probably longer. There's these things that maybe I've forgotten, probably things that I don't want to add after I upload this. But that's why a rant is a rant is a rant. If you know somebody in a government, show them this video and tell them to call me so I can come talk to them, because I'm afraid to talk to them. Because I don't tell people, say, me nah vote for nobody till me see that customs things they fix up. Because the man them down there, them too thief, is too messed up. It's too messed up, a criminal organization that. So before I get myself incriminated any further and them start investigate me, I gotta end that one, yeah. Go on and bless up yourself.